the rest of the team. This afternoon we're here to brief you on the situation that occurred at the setting facility on the Japan Freeway Iron Factory Saturday. At about 7:40 p.m., the Liberia National Fire received a call that the GS Enterprise was on fire. The crew, the fire from Station 4, arrived on the scene at 7:53. The crew initiated a 360-degree south up to assess the situation, identify the point of origin that was the warehouse, and determine the type of material involved. Preliminary observations revealed that the fire involved chemical products, which presented a significant risk and required specialized suppression tactics. By us, Section 1, 2, and 4, we are called in and we are leveraged. And we leverage our expertise. The crew initiated an aggressive control response plan using what we call foam, alcohol flame throwing foam, AFFF, to add to or to combat the fire. The operation called in Save the Community. We called in that operation like Save the Community because the community was on heat. Louder for about 19 hours from 7:53 p.m. Saturday to 2:28 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Due to the volatile nature of the flammable substance involved, the persistent re-ignition threat, there was continued explosion that was taking place. And the complexity of the incident, the fire was successfully contained and extinguished without any fatality. So what we did was, we were told there were other chemicals in the other building, so we needed to contain the fire where it was, and to get it under control before it spread. The prompt response, the coordination efforts, and the effective application of technical firefighting skills were critical in mitigating the situation, minimizing damage, and restoring safety to the Iron Factory community. The investigation is ongoing to ascertain the cause of the fire. We want to thank the Liberia National Fire Service crew, the PLC that came to the battle, and all other water tankers that came to serve as backup. We want to say thank you for supporting us to make sure that we put that situation under control and to have a safe community. Thank you.
I have already previously been introduced, so we wouldn't go that route right now. The National Disaster Management Agency is the coordinating arm of all disaster-related activities, being it natural, human hazard, or sea erosion, what have you. I want to thank the Liberia National Fire Service and the Environmental Protection Agency for being cognizant and steadfast in informing the National Disaster Management Agency about this severe incident for which they were properly coordinated. I want to thank you very much. We are gathered here today to address a matter of national concern, an incident that has deeply affected ordinary Liberian families. On the evening of December 6, 2025, a fire at the TrueLiberia warehouse escalated into violent explosion of chemical drums. While the physical damage of the facility is significant, our greatest concern is the suffering, fear, and ongoing health risks now facing members of the community who had no hand in this operation, yet continue to bear the greatest burdens of this disaster. The warehouse in question stores and uses chemicals for production of plastic materials and paint, substances known to be hazardous when proper safety protocols are not followed. These chemicals pose serious risks such as reproductive complications, eye disorder, and potential long-term cancer effects. These dangers are no longer theoretical. They have now spread directly into the daily lives of community members and family and children. A team from the Department of Risks and Early Warning at the National Disaster Management Agency engaged extensively with community chairmen and residents of the affected neighborhoods. Their accounts present deeply troubling pictures. Chemical-filled drums were forced up beyond the warehouse wall, landing in residential yards and public spaces. Toxic substances burned homes, vehicles, water storage tanks, and damaged the community drainage system. A nearby school called the Window Foundation Institute was directly impacted, exposing children and agitators to harmful chemical residues. Family describes burning sensation, difficult breathing, skin irritation, and other symptoms consistent with chemical exposures. Many residents, including workers living in the compound, fled in panic as thick smoke and fumes covered the area. Citizens have made it clear that this was not their first encounter with hazardous conditions from these facilities. For many years, community leaders engaged with the TrueLiberia regarding chemical leaks, overflowing drainage, and fumes entering homes and classrooms. Their concern went unaddressed, leaving them vulnerable when this disaster struck. The NDMA foremost responsibility is to the people of Liberia, especially those who find themselves victims of events beyond their control. Moving forward, the National Disaster Management Agency will continue to work closely with community leadership, government partners, regulatory bodies to ensure that the rehabilitation efforts are prioritized. The safety and recovery of citizens are ensured. This includes repairing damaged infrastructure, restoring safe conditions for schools and homes, strengthening community health and sanitation protection. No community should have to live under the constant threat of hazardous industrial practices. No company should operate in a way that endangers the lives of Liberians. We call on the management of TrueLiberia to cooperate fully with the national authority. Public safety is not optional, it is legal and moral obligation. We assure the public that the investigation is still ongoing. Additional and verified information will be communicated as it becomes available. Thank you.
Good afternoon, honorable members of the press, government officials, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dwayne Silva Bowie, Deputy Executive Director at the Environmental Protection Agency of Liberia. The Environmental Agency of Liberia informed the Republic of a major fire incident at Seti's brother. The fire incident, excuse me, was originated from chemical warehouse. During the fire incident, there was some explosion within the facility, prompting an immediate response from what you just heard from the Liberia National Fire Service and the National Disaster Agency. Although that the initial fire was brought under control, the blaze resurfaced and resulted into a second major explosion at about 4 a.m. in the morning on Sunday morning. The entire chemical warehouse was destroyed, and the debris from the explosion may have impacted nearby properties. But fortunately, no one got hurt, no one was killed. On Sunday morning, the Environmental Protection Agency visited the site. I led the team on the site. The Environmental Enforcement Compliance Office, along with the Radiation Safety Office. The team observed extensive structural damage. We observed ongoing smoke in the facility, thick black smoke, and potentially widespread pollution resulting from the burning of chemicals and plastic materials. To protect public health, the EPA conducted a rapid air quality monitoring, which revealed high level of hazardous material, far exceeding the acceptable safety standards. These really indicate condition typical of causing acute respiratory irritation and other health complications, especially with children, pregnant women, or people who may have a history of heart conditions. In response to those perceived hazardous environmental conditions, working along with the fire department and disaster management, we installed a caution tape and restricted access to the area. We distributed protective health and safety material for those who are in the area, who are working in the area, to use them. We conducted preliminary data collection to support full environmental investigation. The EPA will continue air quality monitoring continuously until acceptable levels are recorded. We will also undertake soil, ash, and water sampling to assess the potential environmental impact. Based on our record search, and I repeat with emphasis, based on our record search, the facility is currently in good standing with the EPA. The investigation is still ongoing. The public is strongly advised to avoid the area and be clear of the location. The EPA, in collaboration with the Liberia National Fire Service and the National Disaster Agency, continues to carry out a comprehensive investigation into the incident and will provide additional update as new information becomes available. Thank you very much.
Hello. Standing on the listing table, as the minister have already informed you, I am the head of the diaspora office at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, and I am joined by my colleague, headed by Dr. Clarice Kula. She is the chair on the Diaspora Annual Return 2025. We are here basically to bring you short update and to also call on Liberians that are visiting Liberia as a result of the just ended Diaspora Conference in Washington, D.C. As many of you have witnessed, the conference was well received, well attended, and most Liberians who attended the conference have decided to actually pay a visit to Liberia this December. Some of whom are coming for the first time, and some are actually coming to explore opportunities, as the president has called on Liberians to get involved in the country.
Rasmus?
Okay, sorry. So we are basically here to talk more about the annual return. But this December, as you have noticed at the airport, we have a team there that is welcoming anyone that comes through the airport for the entire month of December. We have the culture troop there, we have volunteers there, just to tell people, welcome to Liberia. This is home. You are always welcome. And we say, once a Liberian, always a Liberian. That's our motto. Dr. Clarice Kula will lead you through the specific activities that we have scheduled for Liberians that are coming. And of course, before I even call home, the first event is this Friday at the Executive Mansion, the 12th, where there will be a presidential welcome. It's our tradition every December when the annual return, we invite everybody and welcome them in a special way in addition to what we do at the airport. And there are other series of activities that continue throughout the entire month. And of course, there is another noticeable event that we have, which is the climax of the farewell that we do for Liberians that continue to come. Our goal is to really use the month of December as a month of reconnection, reunion, and festivity. We also want you, the press, member of the press, to join the call and also encourage Liberians out there. You know, there's nowhere like home. Most of you are here and they seek opportunities to go study abroad and, you know, other advancements as life can prevail on. But when you come back, you're still Liberian. While studying there, you will decide to have a family there, you will establish there and seek other opportunities that will put you in a different position than you were not in before. But that doesn't negate the fact that you are Liberian, you were born here, you grew up there. I also want to say thank you to all the ministry agencies that have been very helpful in pushing the cause of the Diaspora Initiative. As we speak, most military agencies now are having a focus person, a diaspora desk, so we can have a one government approach. So at the African Union, they say diaspora is another region by itself. And I think former President Sirleaf also indicated that diaspora is our 16th county. And under His Excellency President Joseph Imambwaka, he has been shown that these things become practical. As a result, you saw the diaspora conference that was held. As you can see, the Senate have established a diaspora caucus at the level of the Senate. We are also in conversation with the National Elections Commission for diaspora voting abroad. These are significant steps that this administration is taking based on the President's priority. One thing the President believes is that our development will not be by coincidence. It has to be intentional, deliberate, and we all have to go for it. Without following a long call from Dr. Clarence Bula, who will focus on the purpose for which we are here. Dr. Bula.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just want to take this opportunity again to say thank you. Thank you to the Master, thank you to our Minister for allowing us to come and share. We're going to be very brief. I would like to call someone from our communications team, Ms. Leanne Golden, to come up. Our communications chair is not here today, that's Werner Ure. So she's going to come up and just say a quick few words.
Good afternoon. I would like to stand on the existing protocol. I am Leanne Golden of the communications team, and I'll just give you a brief overview of the Diaspora Honor Return. The Diaspora Honor Return 2025 is a national homecoming initiative that celebrates unity, identity, and national pride under the theme Our Liberia, One People. This year's program emphasizes reconnecting Liberians in the diaspora with their homeland, strengthening ties between local communities and the global Liberian family, as well as the African diaspora, and showcasing Liberia's progress, beauty, and opportunities. The event serves as a bridge between Liberia and its global citizens, creating cultural exchange and promoting investment, and celebrating Liberia's rich heritage. Thank you. I'd like to hand it back over to our chair.
Okay, thank you. So you heard the theme, Our Liberia, One People. This event is not just for us in the diaspora, it's for people on the ground.
Please repeat the theme.
Okay, the theme, Our Liberia, One People. Okay, Our Liberia, One People. The goal of this is not just for people coming from the diaspora, it's also for those of us who are on ground. We're all one people, one family. The only difference is some people left, they study outside or left because of the war, but they're coming back. We're still one Liberia, which is why what motto says,
Our Liberia.
once a Liberian, always a Liberian. And our theme is Our Liberia, One People. I was waiting for that to say. So the first I got that part. Okay. So I'm going to tell you about the events. A lot of the events are to tie us together as one. As Erasmus already mentioned, this Friday, the 12th, we'll have a presidential welcome at the Executive Mansion. And then on the 17th, NIC is going to be doing an investment summit, an investment forum. We would like to know what are the things in Liberia that we can invest in. Are there businesses on ground who are already doing some things that maybe businesses coming from America can join so that there is a partnership. Also on the 18th of December, we'll have the Peace and Reconciliation Dialogue. This is a very important dialogue because we from the diaspora and those of us on ground will come together as one people and talk about some of the things that we think about each other. You know, sometimes somebody may make a comment, oh, they're coming from the diaspora, they want to take our job, or they want to take our this, they want to take our that. And then some of the people from the diaspora too say, oh, the Liberian, they take all the remittances, this one, that one. But those are just things that we're saying of each other. Unless you sit in the room and talk with me, you don't know what my intentions are, and I don't know what your intentions are. So it's very good for all of us to come together as brothers and sisters and have this general dialogue concerning the diaspora and return, and how we can come together as one people. Then on the 20th, is going to be our Diaspora Heritage Award. This award is very, very important. We're inviting everybody to please try to be a part of this. We are going to have tickets. This entire thing is free. The only thing that will have a little bit of money is that event because it is a fundraiser. There's a fundraiser for education. We want to be able to give back as we're coming from the diaspora. So it will be going to, a portion of it will be going to Ministry of Education to fund special projects. The minister is very excited about the opportunity for us to be able to do that. This event is held December the 20th at the Ministerial Complex at 7 p.m. If you get a VIP ticket, then the red carpet for you is at 6 p.m. We're inviting everybody to please be a part. It is an awards ceremony, so there are going to be some awards given out for, you know, different things like people who are promoting cultural heritage, people who are giving back to, you know, let's see, how would I say it? They're really raising the bar of Liberia high, whether you're in Liberia or in the diaspora. So we're not just here to be giving awards to people from the diaspora. These awards are also for Liberians. There are Liberians here doing great things. There are people building, what do you call it, libraries in different areas. There are people here who are taking care of kids in orphanages and different things. So we're inviting people to come and just be supportive of this event. It is a fundraiser, so yes, you're gonna have to give a little bit of money. If you wanna get a ticket, you can go to our website, www.diasporareturn.com, www.diasporareturn.com. Or when you get there, you'll see that there's a send wave or mobile money, but you can also purchase your tickets at Terracotta Luxury Hotel on the highway and Royal Grand Hotel. Now on the 21st, we're going to be blessing the children of Liberia. We're having a Christmas cantata. It's a very exciting time. This is Christmas. We want to be able to make children feel happy. So there are kids from the orphanages, right? So there are about 500 kids. We're going to be busing some of them in to the Providence Baptist Church area. And then some of the kids who stay back at the orphanages, we will actually go there. We're going to have 500 gifts, one for each of the children. We're also going to have food. We want to feed the kids on that day, and then we also want to give each of them a gift. We ask the people coming from the diaspora to please bring a gift. If you brought your gift with you, you can drop it in a box, either at Terracotta Luxury Hotel on the highway or at Royal Grand Hotel. If you go to these places, you'll see a big box with red around it, and it says, you know, gift drop off. Just put your gift in there. If you're on ground, please purchase the gifts on ground and do the same. This is very important. And then we move on to the 22nd, which is another investment forum, and this one is in health. I'm going to let Jackie touch on that when I'm done in a second, but it's very, very important. Health, without health, we can't do anything. There are a lot of health officials coming from the U.S. that are going to come and work with our health officials here and talk about the different investment opportunities that are here. Then the last thing is on December the 30th. So it is the One Liberia March, which may be a family day if you look at it. It's going to be a family day where all families will come together from the diaspora, from on ground. We're looking to have it near at one of the parks. Yeah. So just be looking out for all of these things. Everything is on our website. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. And then the first week in December, there'll be a date announced when the president has time in his schedule for us to have a closing ceremony. But thank you for listening to us, and Jackie will say a few words about the investment forum.
Good afternoon. We are excited to be here today. As Dr. Kula just noted, thank you. Once again, good afternoon. We are excited to be here today, as Dr. Kula just noted. This year's second annual return event will be having two important investment forums. One on the 17th, December 17th at the Ministerial Complex. It starts at 8 a.m. and it goes all the way through 4:30. And the second is the Health Investment Forum, which is on December 22nd. These two investment forums are basically a spin-off from the event held in DC, our annual conference. And the Health Investment Forum will be highlighting the priorities for the health sector. We are working in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. And we are excited. We're also going to have our, the central focus of this year Health Investment Forum is going to be women and health. So we have the market women who are going to be there. 100 market women will be there to join us. We're also going to have a health fair where we'll be doing some health screening at this event. As we discussed during the conference, our health priorities and what the diaspora has been doing, showcasing what the diaspora has been doing in collaboration with the Ministry of Health to help us build a resilient healthcare system. They will also, the diaspora will also be highlighting some of the projects that they will be implementing in the 2026 to the 2027 fiscal year as we continue our partnership with local partners on ground and with the Ministry of Health. We are doing this in collaboration also with IOM, who is partnering with us and other organizations. That's for the Health Forum on December 22nd. On December 17th, the Investment Forum, as I said, is very important because we have more and more diasporans who are interested in investing in the various sectors throughout Liberia more than ever before. So the momentum is there. We're going to be providing overview of our investment climate. NIC is heading this along with our trade office in Canada, and Bentley and Kenna Company from the diaspora is also co-chairing this event. So it's very important. We are excited. We want to see you there. All the events will be live streamed. So for those who are not there physically, who are not able to be there physically in the diaspora, they will be able to watch the two investment forums live. We will be talking about giving overview, letting people know how they can invest, and there will also be some MOUs that will be signed with some investors from the diaspora, other international investors and investors on the ground that will be taking place at the investment forum on December 17th. So we are very, very excited, and we are working with all the other government agencies as it relates to investments here in Liberia, from Commerce to LRA to NPA, you name it, Ministry of Commerce, or I just announced that, the tourism sector, all the different, March 22nd. Thank you so much.
Just to close this listing, we ask that you help spread the word. If you have a family member that is visiting for the first time, please give them the information, invite them. We invite everybody from the diaspora, and it doesn't mean from America or Europe. Even you're from Ireland or diaspora, you're from Guinea or diaspora, you're from, whatever you're from, Africa or whatever, Sierra Leone, you are from the diaspora. So it's not restricted to people from the US alone. Again, as we said, the diaspora is the host of all counties. The diaspora is the host of all counties. Therefore, join us and let's make this December very celebrated for everybody. Thank you. God bless you.
Time is fast spent, and we will have to interact with all the speakers with your questions. I just wanted to do two things before we take the questions. One is to make you to be hopeful. In 2023, we went for the elections, chose two questions. One was called Joseph. A name that is associated with progress, victory, you name it. If you Christian read your Bible, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure.
And the other was in Jeremiah. And you know what the Bible says also about Jeremiah. Maybe one of the greatest prophets ever. The combination of these two persons leading our country, is one good news after the other. And I just want to say to you, and you will see that this week there will be another big news. A big news that will shift the governmental agenda of our country. I'm being conservative when I say this week, but it will be even tomorrow. The first day is a big news. Massive. Keep your ears open and see what comes up. Also, we assembled a team here when I took over as minister. And based on the new arrangement with the Liberia National Fire, some members of that team are moving in different directions. But our common decency doesn't permit us to allow people to work in quietude. So I asked the former assistant minister for tourism, even though I was cracking through him, I said, what are you doing? That's what I normally do to them. But we told him to come so that we can formally, before all of you, announce his exit and thank him for his contribution to the work we do here. He was an assistant minister for tourism. He was amongst the young people that I thought were doing very well here and are reaching well to where he is. He was convinced the president that the desire to choose him was not a mistake. So, Mr. On behalf of the Ministry of Information, I want to thank you for your role here. Everything we achieve here as an institution, you are part of it. And I must say to you, wholeheartedly, human beings, wherever you have different people from different backgrounds, there will be issues. Never mind those issues, we respect your contributions. And it's my ardent prayer that where you success will go with you, and you will continue to contribute to the development of Mother. Thank you and congratulations. And another group I just wanted to deal with quickly, that not only politicians can go abroad to go represent the country. We got artists, we got different people with different backgrounds. There's a big celebration called EcoFest. It took place in Senegal. Liberia was represented by some of the greatest artists you can think about, folks, music, singers, painters, people who do artwork. And at that ceremony, they were taking us certificates. And I'm told that Liberia got the highest number of certificates. 5, right? Yes. The ceremony is something that should have taken place around, what was it, Maurice? Come on.
That was last year.
So it was something that was planned earlier, they kept postponing, it should have taken place in Abidjan. They kept postponing it until, but what they allowed us to do was to register the people who were supposed to go there. So all the participants were already registered. And for those kind of gatherings, they don't allow you to be changing people left and right. When you say John Brown, you see that one of the people who can John Brown will remain there. So that is why these people went. And we also at that time registered people from this ministry who needed to escort them. And I'm making this point because there's always a tendency for people to make politics out of everything. They were carried by the outgoing deputy minister. And somebody will say, but they feel moving out of why they still doing it. They did it because they were already registered for the event. And you could not change anything about it. So she had to take them. I just wanted to bring them here openly to congratulate them for adequately representing Liberia and winning awards. That's what we want. And we send our people out, they should perform. They went with the cultural troupe. They are not able to be here. I want to thank all of them and thank the outgoing deputy minister who took them as head of delegation to say the country is proud of them. Keep doing what you can do for the country. Moving forward, all the artists in this country, you'll be working with the Liberia National Tourism Authority and not the Ministry of Information because
a new law now puts culture and tourism on that side. But we are glad that we allowed this to happen with you and us before that transition. You know, one thing that keep touching me the last time when we sent some journalists, one of the journalists said, Minister, you're not believing that my first time riding planes. And this is becoming a normal. Because when they came by and they were thanking me, but the two people who are the first time riding me. The two men are the first time riding me. I was scared.
Oh, so I was scared.
They will not fall down with you. So, congratulations. Thank you for representing Liberia. The government as a whole, because not just Ministry of Information, I speak for the government. So whether you are now attached to the tourism authority or what kind of entity you are attached to, the government will continue to provide opportunities for you, whether for travels, for advancement, for training, for capacity building, for performance. We'll continue to do so that the country's name can be bright and bright always out there. Congratulations. So having said that, because we don't have much time, we have our speakers. Family, please coordinate the question and answer.
Thank you, Mr.
Norris. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I wanted Norris to just use 2 minutes to say a farewell.
Thank you.
So, again, we'll stand on the existing protocols. Thank you, Minister Pia, for the opportunity to come here and say farewell to this beautiful family at the Ministry of Information. We started off as a group of professional colleagues, for over a period of time we became a team. And in as much as parting ways is always a process that people will look back to, we're happy that under your administration, one of the greatest goals of Liberia is setting up an institution purely for promoting culture and tourism occurred. So that in and of itself is something we're happy for. So we don't see this transition as something to cry about, we see it as a challenge. And the fact that we've received your blessings to go out there and push what we can here, working with Madam, the dynamic DG, who's also young and energetic and passionate, we see a way forward for Liberia. Most of the young people depend on their creativity. And there's a lot of creative energy out there, whether it's our music, our food, the fashion, the acting, or even our natural heritage sites. We hope this new platform called the Liberia National Tourism Authority can receive the blessings of all parties so that we can drive a vehicle that will lift our country, promote our image out there as the President, the Foreign Minister, all others are doing, create jobs for our people, both in Monrovia and in rural areas, and make this country a better country. So this isn't about me or anyone. We say thanks to everyone we worked along with. I will not stop first of all recognizing our director of the Bureau of Tourism, Vanita Yahu's Biwi, and the Bureau of Tourism as a team. We could have achieved it without the support. And my past immediate boss, who also steered the department whilst we were there. We learn again, I recognize my boy from Waterside. It's a small unit we have here at the Ministry of Information, just in jest. And we say thank you, thanks to the diaspora team and everyone, branding and the information services people at MICA. We say thank you for the opportunity, and we'll only continue to do more based on the experiences we've gained. Thank you.
Thank you.
So anybody else who will eventually be leaving the ministry will do the same thing for them. He already gone. We have to do it for him. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. I was getting
If somebody asks a question, you please write it down.
Please introduce yourself. Please come forward.
So, good afternoon. My name is David and I work for Royal TV Liberia. My question goes to the fire service boss. The last time you came here, you spoke about the fire incident that occurred in the world. Shara community that led to the death of the charity. And you told us that incident is under investigation. How far is the investigation?
Thank you. Next question. Very brief.
So my name is James and I work for Liberia National Fire. My questions go to the organization. We've been working in this ministry tirelessly, bringing out morning and ministry of information. Now that MICAP is growing, and behind you we say that MICAP
the cat is still behind you, and the staffs in the ministry sit there, the ADICA makeups, and how far are we in terms of checking these documents and required makeups and how the cost in the process.
Thank you.
And the next one had to go to the hazard people. You spoke about the hazardous conditions for the community.
One question.
You spoke about the hazardous conditions of the area in regard to the jetty fire outbreak. The children will not be equipped enough to personal wearing masks. Is there any intent if the hazardous condition continues in the air for evacuation for our citizens that safety? Thank you.
One question per guest. Sorry, instruction. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Jackson H. Shafa and I report for SEM TV. My question goes to the Director of Fire Service. Yeah, for the sake of records, on August 4th, 2020, there was a fire, a chemical fire blast at Beirut Port, in which 218 persons lost their lives, 7,000 injuries, 300,000 displaced people, and 15 billion worth of properties destroyed. Now we come to Liberia. In an instance we saw a few months ago at Mira Gas and Gas Incorporated, a company that operates flammable gas, very disastrous to the environment and the livelihoods of people who live around the area. Mira Gas and Gas is now operating fully despite the incident. What action are you taking to make sure that the people around there are safe, or Mira Gas can relocate from the place where they are?
Thank you. Next person.
So my name is Joseph Salif and I write for the newspaper. So let me say thank you, Minister Pia, for the vehicle you talk about. If I've been going to follow up on that. And to the National Disaster Management Agency, the EPA, and that of the whole team. Like I'm going to talk about the Mira gas situation. We asked that question concerning the investigative report on the 25th of September. We set up a team. You guys were investigating. We want to know what's the current status of that investigative report. If the report has been concluded, will the report be submitted to the press and to the diaspora team? The return of the diaspora is one thing that reflects on the Liberian culture, showcasing our country, talking about investment. I want to know, are you guys working with the National Musician Union of Liberia? We have the Assistant Minister here for burning, all of these sectoral ministry and agencies to ensure that we can sell the positive picture of our country, because we are looking at the economic return of that. Thank you.
The next person.
Please clear cut and direct with your question. Very loud and wrong.
Yeah.
All the background you can be set first.
Yeah, my name is Joseph Sally and I report for LNFS TV. My question goes to the diaspora office. Last year you hosted a similar program like this at the diaspora conference, and I want to know what did you achieve from last year and this year? What is your target?
Thank you. Next person, brief.
Thank you. My name is Prince Dewey, and I have just one question. Is to Reverend Jordan. My question is, having listened to your report and your own side of the story, as an institution clerk with the authority to respond and manage disaster, I didn't hear you talk about how you intend to reach out to the affected family or the community. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Desmond Wayne and I report for the Democracy Watch newspaper. First concern to the Joint Committee on the Fire Service. Yes. The issue about fire, in the country is becoming a national, major public health emergency threat. And a lot of Barbarians are so concerned about to what extent this thing about fire thing can be minimized. But then that informs my question as to you as a representative institution.
I say I want to be direct.
Yeah, you as a representative institution. What confirmation can the public be assured about this continuous threat of fire increase, fire, all over the country?
Thank you.
And the last question to the Minister of to the government spokesperson. Please come.
Those are right.
Please come. For instruction.
I'm doing civil and I report for more than another report that is good.
My question goes to the diaspora team. I'm concerned because recently we saw the Swedish embassy mention that they are phasing out their existing aid. And this is the second conference that the diaspora team is coming to host. So I'm concerned as to how is this annual conference going to help the government when it comes to the most pressing needs of Liberia, which borders on transportation. Thank you. Next question.
My name is Mopolu and I am from Liberia. And my question goes to fire service. A recent I followed the fire incident there on Asthma Street to Progress. The 4 fire trucks were present and the building is already down. Dramatically, the citizen was seen using buckets to quench the fire in the midst of the fire trucks. Citizens were wondering, what's going on? Do you have any problem that need to be solved? Thank you.
You say what? You say what?
I'm saying, on Asthma Street, the fire incident there at the Congress, the building was already down with the fire. In the midst of that, you had the 4 fire trucks, but they were just parking. The citizens were using buckets, quenching the fire. What's going on?
Good afternoon, my name is Odian Phillips. I work for the Liberia newspaper.
Have it quiet, please.
I am Odian Phillips. I work for the Liberia newspaper. This question directly goes to the Environmental Protection Agency. I listened to you, the deputy, you said that the Sati Fabric company is in good standing with the EPA. Yet we see 9 of them. Their large explosion, fire causing hazardous for the environment. We want to know, is there a plan to relocate that plan from where the people are living in the community? And how soon will the people in that community benefit from the recent fire outbreak? Thank you.
That's question.
All right, thanks so kindly. And for this large junior, then I propose for Sabati Liberia. I have a few questions for...
One question, sir.
To the disaster management. What policies or reforms are being developed to reduce disaster risks across the campus?
Thank you.
So, before you come, Desmond, you are Secretary General of the Leadership, so I'll give you a chance to ask one question, please.
Desmond, please come quick. Where's he there?
Thank you, Minister. Thank you so kindly. I have it.
You all can be coming to talent show. I do enough for them.
Thank you for the privilege, Minister. So my second concern is about the recent, published government performance report by the Front Page Africa, as we all know it to be one of Liberia's premium papers. I'm concerned, you as a Minister of Information, you were graded C. And I can remember, or I stand to be corrected, C means you are trying, but you need to do more. It's just that in high school, you scored 70. So, you spoke about that, that's why I'm going to ask the question. As a government official responsible for government communication, scoring C, as media institution on evaluation, to what extent can you be more concerned about what you need to do and what you have done and what you believe has to be done?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Sarah, Commander Fire. We need to understand that when it comes to investigating fire and other things involved, the people who are affected, we need to hear from them, the staff is doing what there was somebody who was involved in that. So we needed to talk to him to hear his side, because he was inside when the fire started. And the man was really, he was disturbed. Even the husband of the woman who passed, the father, we needed to talk to him. The man would not be bringing him whatever to go talk to him. We'll have to give him some time, before we talk to him. But yesterday we received their statements. So So we analyze the statement and should become with a report. And let me have you inform them. Whenever we do our investigation to come up with the findings, we give it to the Minister of Justice, our boss, the Attorney General. You now we share the findings with those who have it. The mineral gas, we investigated that fire. We submitted a report. One of the recommendations that we made was that for the people to relocate from that place that they are under everywhere. So the recommendation has been made, and we are told they are working on that to relocate. You talk about the increase in fire outbreak. Is that where you need to Liberia? If you watch the international news, you see a lot of things happening. We go out in the community, we do the awareness, we go on social media, you see a lot of messages there, tips, TikTok, you see a lot of messages about fire safety. But it is said that you can take the cow to the creek to drink, you can't force it to drink. We provide the education for you, it is left for you to apply that education, the safety tip, so that you can be safe. You got to play safe, right? So fire come about through carelessness, mistake, or ignorance. So we keep talking to the people to take the measures, like for instance, in the community, a lot of people are involved in power theft. You go and take current for your house, then you sell it out to 2, 3, 5 persons. What are you doing? You are blowing down the power that has been given you. And once you get something free, you don't care to manage it. You start using all kinds of things on that current. And it cannot be solved to fire. Alright? And sometimes I will carry even the phone that we put to charge. Somebody will take the phone from the charger and just leave it in the wall or on the extension cord. So we all have to play safe. Alright? And we begin to play safe. All on here, we hear the message going our home, we share with our families, share with our friends, and people begin to play safe. I think we reduce the fire outbreak. So we all try hard and play safe. Because if you don't do so, we'll continue to extreme fire. Like I said the other day, when your roof is leaking, we will change it. When the ceiling is fall, we change it. But we never change we will never check our wires. Once we wire our houses, 10 years, 20 years, the wires are lying there. You don't know what is happening. You need to find a good electrician to go and check the wires. So that those that have problems, you can change them. So my house, you leave the house, the breaker will be tripping, telling you what something happening, but every time the trip will go back to the house. Right? We don't care to check what's happening. And you continue to do that one day, something will happen. So we all got to be careful. Play safe. Thank you. So back, that thing when you just said to me, I watch the view. How to put up on a fire scene, then people fighting fire will forget. That kind of brought me there. I went there, I went to see the family. They didn't tell me that. I watched the videos. And you got to understand, you got something about fire food. The material we use to build the structure can also help to blaze the fire, you know that? So we are investigating that fire, we already have some information to see we can work. Right? So you can understand the things that make up our structure. These things, just try. Maybe if somebody told me, you need to find it. You can say, two truck parking there. The truck will not go to that fire scene. Even if it goes out of water, they will come from parking. Alright? That's why we stay at that certain borough for 19 hours. The truck will find that fire. We have truck coming to feed us with water. As the truck go out of water, another one come and supply water. So we can't go for fire without water in the truck. Thank you.
At this stage, we'll be very brief.